Robert, what's going on, brother?
Robert.
We didn't really have a purpose for the live today. We just felt like hanging out, I guess. And figured, why not?
I just made some soup right as live ended.
I should put that in the title. Slingin Clay is live with Mikey while eating soup.
Eating soup. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, now you can shoot the soup can.
Dude. Sometimes they ricochet bad. That's why I don't shoot. I'd love to shoot soup cans, but I don't.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have room for ricochets, you know?
Yeah.
Luckily, I got these screens over my windows, but I'm talking like into my neighbors or into the pool.
Yeah.
So what do you shoot?
All right, I'll show you. I want to say hi to Kevin, Chad, Brant, and Lone Wolf. What's going on? So I brought out
What's up, Robert, Chad, Brant, Lone Wolf? Oh, dang, you got a bunch.
Yeah, I got my Striver, and this one that Ethan made me. I don't know if I showed you that yet, but Ethan made me a 100mm Rougarou G10.
Yeah, no, I think I seen the tournament. Didn't you have it there?
He gave it to me at the tournament, yeah. And he got the Can Crusher now, and then he also threw in this 100mm Titan. Also,
nice.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those.
Yep. Yeah, I love all three of these.
I've had the 100mm Titan. I've had a Companion, and I've had the S90. The S90 was the only one I actually bought from Catapult Carnage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I see the clay? I just legit ordered some yesterday. Got clay over there? What's he talking about?
I don't know if you eat it. I don't know what that means. Can I see the clay?
Maybe because your name is Slingin Clay.
Oh, I see. So, in case you didn't know, my channel name is Slingin Clay because I shot clay for the first 6 months, but for the last 8 months, I've been shooting 9.5 steel. So I didn't change the name because whatever, it's already out there. If I change the name, then everyone's gonna like, who's this Andy? Whatever, you know.
Oh, they don't do that. They don't. You just make a video, and people do it all the time. So many channels have changed their name after they've got going, because sometimes it goes in a different direction than you plan.
Yeah, maybe I'll change it. I don't know. I'd have to think of something good.
People aren't gonna sit there and be like, "Who's this guy?" And they're not. As long as you make a quick little video, you'll be.
Yeah, and all your subscriptions stay where they are, even if you change your name. So
yeah.
Notifications and whatnot. So
yeah, and dude, after a week, of you posting, everybody will be used to it.
Right. Zach says, "Hey, it's Bert and Ernie."
Dude, Zach, I can say a bunch of stuff that you could use as ammo to burn me, but I'm not going to yet. I don't know if I want to reveal it live.
We need to find something else to make fun of Zach about other than his hair. I think he's getting a little tired of the hair comments. We got to come up with something else. I don't know what, but
yeah, he didn't think my Pocahontas joke was too funny.
Or whatever. I mean, the guy's not, he's not fat. He's good looking. He shoots good. It's like, what am I supposed to make fun of you about? I got to find something.
I know, what a prick.
Whoa, fly. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. Apex, huh?
Yeah, have you seen him?
I've seen pictures. I think I saw a couple. I watched a few minutes of some reviews. How do you like it? Haven't shot it yet?
No, it's super comfortable though. Way comfortable. Keeps your finger out of the way. It's a little bit ergonomic there.
Nice. I like that.
got some rounded stuff, so it's a little bigger of a fork width than I normally shoot, but
I was wondering if you were gonna have to aim a little high, being a 95 millimeter instead of you always shoot 90 normally.
yeah, well, I'm sure, and I haven't shot in a while, like probably in over a week, so I'm sure it's gonna take me a while to start hitting that thing.
Yeah. It's funny on a co live, the targets look so small, anyways. No one can even see. I got
Yeah, nobody can even tell.
that bottom one there is a 60, and it looks really tiny on my screen, anyways. You know what I mean? Like
It was nobody would really know.
if you put a 25 up there, no one can even see it, anyways. But whatever.
Yeah, the chipmunk balls are invisible. You can see mine barely. I got one of those 40 millimeter leather targets from Spanky Monkey. Have you seen those on Facebook?
I think I have. Yeah, they look pretty sweet.
Yeah, I got. She was at the tournament, and when I was shooting at the range, she brought down this big old nice display with all these different thread colors and center colors to choose from. So I got me a leather target, and then I got me a bell. I don't know if I could shoot the bell back here because it might ricochet, but
I wish I would have got one of those spinners. I'm sure I can order it online, but my head was spinning so much at the tournament. I was just like, every 5 seconds, somebody else to meet, talk to, shoot
oh,
with.
you're definitely busy, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like you can't. I don't think I sat down more than like a half hour the entire day, both days. You know.
But dude, it was so much better this year because last year we didn't have a little camp out set up like that. We had maybe like we were like sitting in the back of the we had the Tahoe with the hatch open. We were sitting on the tailgate. That was our seat. And dude, we were getting cooked by the sun.
Yeah,
So this year it was so much nicer when you just needed to sit down for a minute to have that area with all them chairs. Dude, that was sweet.
yeah, that was good. A little bit of shade and a comfortable chair. That was nice, but my feet were killing me by the end of the weekend. I don't usually stand that much
Oh yeah,
all
dude.
day.
Yeah, that's why I got new shoes just for the tournament, and I made sure I even got some I don't normally wear, but dude, they had a big old cushiony sole, and I'm like, yeah, and it paid off because my feet didn't hurt near as bad as I planned.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, we'll see. Dude, it was crazy low, and I even tried to drop my anchor, but that was the first shot in a long time. So, like I said, give me a break.
It looked like a hit to me.
Yeah, that one was a lot closer.
I'm still going. I'm on the very last one from my tournament bands.
Ooh, that was almost it.
I was shocked at how few band sets I went through. I only went through like 3 band sets. I brought like 20 with me.
Really? Yeah. My first year, I didn't go through that many, but last year, I went through. Well, you seen, I popped that one on my face. Yeah, I think I went through around 10. But I spent a good amount of time on the range, dude. And you fire a lot of shots down there.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't spend quite as much time down there because it was so crowded all the time. As I get nervous, like Chuckin was always saying, like I get nervous when somebody's bands are like 3 inches from my head. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely not the safest thing. But I feel like I was finding good times where there was nice, it was open. People were doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that was a scammer.
He just said, "Okay, you want to play? Okay."
Oh, that one was too high. All right, so we're getting in. We're getting zoned. Ooh, that was a string hit. Oh, that was so close. I'm all over it, dude. I keep shooting to the right a little bit. There we go. Fire! Took me
Yeah.
a lot. Jeez.
Well, brand new frame, different fork width. What could you
Oh,
expect?
it,
I
it's way comfortable, dude. I will say, I'm really impressed. Uh, when I'd never even seen how much these were going to cost until I got them, and I go to put them up on the website, and I look at, like how much they're way cheaper than I thought they were going to be.
yeah,
When he when he sent me this one, like before he launched them, I thought they were going to be like probably like $45, dude. They're $35,
that's awesome.
and it's solid. Like it's got a little weight to it. Like it's legit.
That looks to me like it could charge $50 a piece easy.
I,
But
I I'm super impressed with the price. So, and I think I mentioned I think most everybody was in here in ATO's live, but these are restocked. There's orange up there now, and the colored clips.
nice. Kevin Hansel asked, "How did the safety glasses thing work out at ECST?" They didn't enforce that rule at all. I was the only one with safety glasses.
Yeah, I even heard it be mentioned. So yeah, just a good little safety precaution. But dude, think about it. Down on that range, shooting side by side like that. I mean, it's kind of just a matter of time before something bad happens. Like, hopefully, it just doesn't happen to somebody's eye. Because, dude, if you get a fork hit or your band pops mid shot, you don't know what the hell is going to happen.
And there was a lot of wood to ricochet off too. Like I had a ricochet of somebody else's hit me in the stomach.
It might have been me. I know I hit Ethan in
Uh,
the leg.
no, it wasn't you. You weren't there. It was at nighttime.
Oh, that was but yeah,
Oh
man, it was a blast. I had such a good time there.
yeah, yep, me too. That was. I feel like I never ever want to miss one ever again. Like that was so.
Yeah,
I was actually like before the tournament kind of worried because usually like if you get 100 people together, there's gonna be a few people you don't get along with. But I got along with everybody. Like everyone seemed really nice to me. I mean,
yeah, for sure. I like that too because there's a lot of people there, and not everybody there likes each other, but everybody left. I feel like that the BS they left it at the door when they can. You know what I mean?
yeah, yep, for sure.
There was no BS there that I was aware of. You
Nope.
know, I didn't camp there, so unless there was something happening in the middle of the night, I don't know about. But
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, like in any other situation, it seems like if you get 10 people together, I'm not, I might not get along with one of them. Just whatever. But there was 100 plus people there, and they're all super cool.
yeah, everybody's in like a good mood, a good like meeting. You know,
Yep.
it wasn't awkward at all with anybody. More this year than last year. Like it was a lot more welcoming feeling this year. I mean, it was last year too, but even more this year.
Yeah. The only like social interaction that I felt bad about was that like it seemed like maybe Bill Hayes wanted to like shake my hand and maybe talk to me, but there was so much going on. And I was just like, what the hell's going on? I'm so, I was like, couldn't believe, I was in shock. I was like, whoa. And I didn't really even talk to him at all. I shook his hand. That's about it. But maybe next
And
year.
there's not enough time for everybody. There was a lot of people I wanted to see and talk to more that I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, those targets are pretty sweet.
Yeah. I'll
They
have to.
they come hard as a rock, dude. And after you blast them, they soften up.
Nice. I heard you can dip them in water, like leather targets. You can dip them in water and they soften up a little bit too. I don't know. I never tried.
Yeah, it's dry out here. Sweet. We're on target now. This is a good shooter, guys.
Turn me blue. What do I do to make somebody a moderator? I click on their name and do something. Is that how it works?
Yeah. Yeah, click on their name and say add moderator, and then you can either give them like a lot of things they can do or just be a moderator. Yeah, Pedro, I was super happy you came, man. Leon, Ronald,
Yeah.
um, yeah, it was cool to get to meet you guys in person.
Yeah, everybody. I feel bad about more than one person. I only had short interactions with people, because there was just so much going on. But it was everyone that I met was awesome.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was a kill time, man. And all the little like questions we had beforehand, it didn't really there. Even with the few little knockdown issues, I don't really think it mattered. I think we all still had a blast, like just the same.
For sure. I mean,
Maybe some people took it more serious than others, but you
yeah,
know, it's like I felt like we were all in the same boat, so it didn't.
yeah.
It didn't matter.
I
It's not
think that
gonna happen to one of us.
I watched an episode of Slinging It, on Catapult Carnage, and he was talking about the same thing happening at his tournament, like Italy or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I think it's just in general hard to come up with a perfect knockdown system.
Yeah. No, I feel like it's got to be fabric. It's not something you can. It's gonna cost money. Like to really do it right, it's probably gonna be, I would think, hundreds of dollars in material, and not let alone good amount of hours building it and fabricating it. But I know Nate Kane. Uh, he was there. We met him. He had the mustache.
Oh yeah, I've been talking to him. He's an awesome dude. He's really cool. I liked him like one of all the people I met and never knew before. He's like super cool, and he's built.
Yeah, I was stoked to get to meet him.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
getting glitchy?
You did for 1 second for me. I don't know about for them,
Okay.
but yeah, he looks like he's gonna come up with something really good for knockdowns. How much they'll cost, I don't know, but hey,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, who knows if he'd be able to do it for the tournament guys, but really, that's what it's going to take. There's no factory like knockdown system
right.
that's going to work perfectly right now.
No, no, I got to grow more interest in the sport before somebody decides to really like make some good ones.
Yeah. Weston, these are this is Omega Electric White 0.45, 22 to 14 with a purple pit pouch. Dude, those red pit pouches are pretty cool looking.
Yeah,
But so I haven't used one yet, but they look cool.
nice. Ah,
Your package hasn't came yet?
no, it says it's coming tomorrow.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, but I want to try those red pit pouches. Those look cool. I just like red. Like, I wish we could have a awesome red latex.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
South Wales Caddy point 0.6 and 100% point 0.6. The red is so cool. I love how like deep red it is.
yeah.
But it's a little stiff for my liking. And I've only really seen it in point 0.6. I've never seen it in all thicknesses. I've seen like Salinziate and some other stuff, but not like as good as that red looks.
Yeah, I think I saw a picture. Benji had some of that red on his catapult, and it looked like he was.
Dude,
He had it looking like a. I got it. When in Rome.
yeah, don't let Chuck and Steele watch this live. He'll never let you live that one down.
Well, he shoots a catapult.
Coin.
I shoot a slingshot. But
We just
anyway,
about
like
got, we just about got Dan and Aaron converted, saying slingshot.
that red though looks like Ferrari red. You know what I mean? Like sweet red.
Yeah, yeah, dude. But the red pouch looks cool too. So I think the red would look good on this white red pouch.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried one yet, and these purple ones are so perfect for me. I really like them. There's
Yeah.
just I don't, they get like I don't know how that they get their material over there at Sniper Sling, but sometimes I feel like they get batches of pouches and like they'll get material right and they'll make 30,000 pouches, but then their next batch of material might be a tiny bit different. So like I don't know. So you really just gotta like find the one you love and shop around a little bit because sometimes they change. Just like a good example is the brown ones. The first batch of his brown ones had like a soft back. I feel like similar to the red ones, but when we got the brown ones, they're like they're kind of a stiffer pouch.
Yep, I found the same thing. I've been using these sniper sling. They kind of look like a bicycle chain kind of deal.
Those
Or,
two.
you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I noticed the same thing. Like one batch, the back looks smoother, and the next batch it looked a little rougher. It don't bother me at all. But it's
yeah,
all like if you find a pouch you like buy like 50 of them because the next batch might be a little different.
yeah, yeah. And for anybody that likes those original brown ones from Sniper Sling that have the brown softback, I really think these red pouches are probably going to be close to the exact same thing as those were. I don't have two to put side by side, but that's kind of what it reminds me of.
Yep.
Thanks for stopping in, Coin Worker.
For the longest time I was into those blue sniper sling pouches, that I think Chuckin uses the same ones. There's like blue and silver that are
Yeah,
almost identical, but I like the blue ones better. But then when I started using these bicycle chain ones here, I don't know, there's something about them. I just shoot them a
I
little.
like those. I
Yeah, you
like those.
said you like them too on that one video with the TTF. I think you said.
Yeah, yeah. What's up, Ian?
What's up, Ian?
I want to look at that target real quick.
Coin, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, it's holding up pretty good, man. It's been in the sun for over a week. So, guys, check out Brandy Folse on Facebook with her Spanky Monkey targets. She's got a bunch to choose from. I feel like their quality, like Timber 26s, are real quality, but
Yeah,
they got their own flavor to them. You know?
they got multiple different colors of them, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, Timber makes a really quality product. I really like all of Peterson's work. But when I got one of these, it reminded me of like that type of quality. It was done really well, and the stitching on these is a little different. And these just have their own flavor, like you said, different colors, different centerpiece. So
Yeah.
Gimmer. I watched the Goonies yesterday.
Hey, you guys.
Dude, I used to watch that movie all the time when I was little.
Yeah.
It's like one of the, when you're little and you watch a movie over and over. That's
Yep.
what I did with Goonies.
Nice. That was I had about like 20 different VHS movies that I watched over and over again. Goonies, when it came on TV, I always watched it, but I watched
Yeah.
like I watched like Stand by Me about 500 times, and
Yep. That was one. Uh, I seen that not too long ago either. You know what channel I really like? I don't know if you have cable or satellite, whatever they call it, but that there's a channel called Vice. And if you have DirecTV, it's 271, and they play all them shows like Dark Side of the Ring and Dark Side of the 2000s, and do that. They play a lot of good stuff on that channel. It's starting to be my new favorite channel.
nice. Yeah, we pretty much just watch like Netflix and Amazon Prime.
Like streaming.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. No, that really, dude. Cable is the biggest ripoff. I feel like what they should do. There should be a cable company that lets you pick your channels, nothing more, nothing less, and they charge you per channel.
yep,
You know, not
exactly.
sh- I want to see what's on TV, but because, dude, if you go through there and look, you have 300 channels, but like I would say 230 of them are waste channels. Like shopping or infomercials or
Yeah,
other languages.
I'm sure they do that because they make more money doing it that way than doing it the way that we would prefer.
Yeah, for sure. Because in order to get the channels you want, you got to buy all them other stupid ones too. Because that's what they do. They'll pick out a few of the popular channels, like two or three of them.
Yeah, yeah. Lone Wolf, take it easy, brother. Cornwork Flight of the Navigator was my go-to movie as a kid. I never saw that one.
Bush than we do.
Zach, Zach said, "Oh, streaming service." There you go.
Yeah, see, Zach knows. Zach's already knows. Zach's on board. He already knows what I'm talking about. Huh, Zach? Isn't that a genius idea? And you want to know another one of my ideas? And I've had this idea since I was a kid, and I should have went to Shark Tank with it. But you know how, like on the old cordless phones, there'd be a button on the phone station you could press, and your phone would beep, so you'd know where it's at. They should have that for TVs. There should be a button on the TV you could press that makes the remote beep, so you could find it. Because, dude, can you imagine how many hours total America spends looking for the remote?
It's
Dude, it's a lot.
oh, it's insane. Yeah, you waste a couple years of your life just looking for a remote.
Yeah. Don't take my idea, coin worker.
I love that movie Willow, Zach. In one of my videos, I referenced it. I'm like, I found this little plastic hand out in the woods, and I shot it as a target. And I was like, I hope there's no brownies laying in the ditch around here because it was just like a little mini hand. You remember? You remember the movie Willow, Mikey?
I don't think so.
Uh,
But
it,
well,
what was
I
it
might,
about?
maybe I don't remember the name.
Well, like it was a whole bunch of these like little people were like the main adventurers, but it was a magic type of show and
Were
about
they kind of Muppety?
not Muppety, but like I don't know how to explain it. It was kind of a magic, kind of a Lord of the Rings style of movie, but it was the old school hobbits or something like that. I guess
Oh, okay.
word to say. I don't know. It's hard to
Oh,
describe.
it's got Val Kilmer in it, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Val Kilmer, man. I feel so bad for that guy.
No,
He's not doing too hot, from what I understand.
no.
Come on, dude. The Doc Holiday, dude. It's crazy how celebrities die. You know which one is crazy? The guy from Twister, Bill Paxton, and he's been dead for a long time now.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
you didn't know he was dead?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, dude. I think he died of some like colon cancer or something. And
I don't watch the news or anything at all. I don't read the news, watch the news. It's too depressing. So I'm behind on all the current events.
yeah, I don't really watch the news either, but it doesn't take a genius to find out Bill Paxton's dead. Come on, Bill Paxton, Twister. You don't like the movie Twister?
I
You
love the
grew up
movie.
with the movie Twister.
I don't look up Bill Paxton every day to see if he's alive. Sorry.
I think he was in Apollo 13 or Apollo, yeah, 13. I think he was legendary status, guys. Tell him, Bill Paxton. He's over here acting like Bill Paxton's a nobody. Come on, tell him.
Oh man, the only way I hear about who died or whatever is usually on Facebook, and I only check that once a week usually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, Zach, that was an excellent series. That I think it was like a 3 part series, 2 hours an episode or something like that. That Hatfields and McCoys, that was awesome. You can't beat Kevin Costner, man. He is awesome. I've been watching Kevin Costner since I was a little kid in Waterworld. I don't care what anybody says. Waterworld is a badass movie.
Yeah, I like Waterworld a lot.
And Yellowstone is awesome. You can't deny that. He's got some new movie coming out too, I think. Another Western. He's
You know,
all Western now. Kevin
speak,
Costner.
sorry. Speaking of VHSs that I had when I was a kid, I had that movie Robin Hood, I think Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner in it. You remember
Yeah,
that?
that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
You know who is another guy I like is Russell Crowe
Yeah.
in The Gladiator
Yep. Yep.
and a bunch of other stuff.
He was in that one where he was like captain of a ship back in the, when they were had sails. I can't remember what the name of that movie was, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and Gerard Butler, King Leonidas from 300. I like him too.
Yeah,
Dude, when 300, if you watch it now, it might seem kind of corny, but when that movie came out, it was like the most awesome thing in theaters. Everybody was talking about it.
I had that on DVD. I watched it about 50 times.
I seen it not too long ago. I think about a month ago. It was on the movie or on
Yeah.
the TV. Bullseye. Dude, if I just make sure that anchor stays floating and not lock it in, because I can't draw the same exact way every time. So if I put that band in the exact same spot every time, it's not going to work. Like it's hard to explain. If you shoot long draw, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what
I
you
don't
mean.
know. Well, I don't know how it is for you. You might be able to do it like the exact same, where the corner's on the exact same. But I feel like it's a mix of aiming and instinctive, like
Totally.
because it's
I,
not like short draw where this is in the exact same spot. Like you have little markings on your face to pick out or whatever. Like it's impossible. You can get it close to the same spot, but you're never. And even out front, it's hard to explain. But yeah,
oh, I never aim the exact same spot every time.
yeah,
I have to move it up and down for sure.
you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Nailed it. Beta videos? No, I don't remember that.
Uh,
You know, maybe they need to make a sequel. White Chicks. They need to make a White Chicks too.
yeah.
Dude, you can't beat those guys. The Wayans Bros. Oh man,
Yeah, hilarious.
dude, I'm killing that target. Hey, what was that one? Don't be a menace to South Central or something like that. Where he's
Yeah,
got his hair and freaking, he's got that crazy look on his face.
The wild drinking gin and juice, or was that the original one that
I,
they?
dude, I don't know. I'd have to. I get some of those movies mixed up.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched a? Have you ever watched a bootleg movie where you're watching it and then somebody gets up and like walks in front of the camera?
Oh,
Dude, I did. I was over at a friend's house once, and they're like, "Dude, I already have that movie." I'm like, "What? It's not even out yet. Let's watch it." He didn't tell me it was a bootleg. And this person gets up and starts walking, and like people are like, going to the bathroom and stuff. I'm like, "Dude, what the heck is this? Is this part of the movie or what? Like, is this supposed to happen?"
that's
I had
hilarious.
no idea it was a bootleg.
Some guy walks by and scratches his ass, and somebody
Yeah,
lets
like
one rip or something.
you see the silhouette of people with their drinks and popcorn, like trying to get between people, like as they,
That's awesome.
dude, this is ruining it for me.
Kind of takes you out of the moment there whenever somebody walks
Yeah,
in underwear or something.
important part. Somebody gets up. Do you ever hear your band sound like they're ripping, and you look back and they're perfectly fine?
Yeah, you know what happens to me? I don't know if this is the same thing that happens to you, but sometimes, like the amber belt that I use to tie, I'll leave it a little too long, and like my finger will be over it, and whenever it pulls out, it goes ting. Like that's me. I don't know if that's the same thing for you, but
It might be. Yeah, but guys, this thing is a good shooter. Tell you what, for the money, this is a awesome value.
did you say? I thought you guys said like you were gonna pass one around for everyone to review, like
Yeah,
all the guys.
what happened was uh, when I was talking to Simon, I was on it. Like I told him, we didn't communicate the best, and I'll take responsibility for it. But pretty much, I showed that earlier than he wanted me to, and I didn't know that. So after I made that live where we all talked about it and I showed it, he messaged me and I took that live down immediately. But it wasn't about a week or so afterwards he released it. And I don't know if that's partially because, I showed it earlier than I was supposed to, but like I said, we probably should have communicated better about it. I
Andy
should
Lowe asked
have double
what
checked.
today. Uh, Me and Ethan did a trade. I gave him my red and black can crusher, and he made me this 100 millimeter Rougarou out of G10 here with wasp clips on it. So that's what I'm shooting. I've been loving this thing. What?
Are those the pro clips too, huh?
Yeah,
Those aluminum pro clips?
I
Yeah.
think they're steel, but I don't know. Either way, they work great. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Got if they're metal, they have plastic or metal. So
Yeah,
uh,
they're
a
good.
lot of people just buy the metal ones, no matter what slingshot they're getting from Wasp, just because it's metal. It's going to be probably tougher and last a little longer. But
Yeah, I like when
Kevin,
I think this is one of the first like real kind of thinner frames that I've got along with real good. Like normally I like real big, beefy, fatter handles and everything, like that or whatever. But
yeah,
something about this, either the design or the way he built, I don't know, but I actually am getting along real good with this thinner frame.
yeah, dude. I know the Ergo versions of those are really really nice, and I think I like those better. But I know Chuck, and I think Chuck and Steele says he shoots the flat ones
Yeah,
better than the Ergo one.
yeah,
I know Ethan does. I know Ethan says he likes the flat ones better.
yeah. Like within a couple of days I got in the groove real good with this, and I got 10 in a row again on a 25 millimeter. And after, and I haven't been able to do that since my video like a couple months ago. So that's how much I like this thing.
Yeah, yeah, dude, that's a sweet, solid little piece. Nice and pocketable.
Yeah, I love it.
Rooster.
Hey, Ethan, I was showing off your frame, man. I love this thing.
Ooh. Dude, I think that was a clay.
Michael, what's going on, buddy?
Yo, Michael.
Highest paid slingshot shooter in the world.
In the world. Dude, I think I just shot a piece of clay and it like about popped my eardrum going by because it was so light. I hit the target though.
Yeah, I did that a few months back. Like we had an ice storm here. I wanted to go out and make a short, like shatter and some ice with clay, and all I had for a pouch that would hold half inch ammo, half inch clay, was like .8 Southwells caddies I was using to shoot half inch steel. I put some half inch clay in there, and it slapped the crap out of my hands every time.
Dude, yeah. That it like popped my ear when it went by. I thought the band broke or something. I'm like, nope, it was probably a piece of clay. That Walmart clay, it's supposed to be 9.5, I think, 3/8, and it's light.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, three eighths clay is like lighter than quarter-inch steel, I think.
Yeah, no, dude, it's light. I gotta move this back over. What's the weather like there?
Beautiful. It's like 70, low 70s, little tiny breeze, but not too windy. Yeah. What's it like 95 there or something?
Yeah, it feels like it's probably 95 to 99. I don't know. I'm not in the sun though. I know it's toasty out there, but it's not humid. Little breeze. Look, not a cloud in the sky. Blue, blue, blue. You can't tell when I step in front.
Corey, what's going on, brother? You guys feel like throughout every practice session you like are in and out of the zone constantly? Like I feel like I'll be in the zone for 10 shots and then I can't hit nothing. I'm in the zone for 20 shots, I can't hit nothing. I don't know if
Dude,
it's
it's a constant battle to try to get in the zone and stay in it.
yeah,
That's what my shooting sessions consist of.
yeah,
Trying to get in that zone and stay in it for as long as I can. Sometimes it'll last longer than others. Sometimes it'll be easier to get in the zone than other times.
yeah,
I notice if I don't care and I like almost to the point of like not even like focus without over focusing, you know,
yeah,
that's when I really start getting in it, and I'll be hitting it over and over, and I'm not even thinking about how many times I'm hitting it. I might even be daydreaming about something else. And it sounds weird because you think if you're daydreaming about something else, how can you focus on your target? But I don't know. It's just like a little zen zone you get in where you're just pointing and shooting, and it's hitting.
exactly. Later, Zach. But yeah, I feel the same thing. Like is if that happens, as soon as you start thinking like, "Holy cow, I'm shooting really good," then you immediately fall out of the zone and you can't
Yeah. Yeah.
anymore.
When you be like, man, that's probably 7 or 8 or 9 in a row now. Let me keep counting. Then it goes bad. Then you miss the next one, you know?
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, you can't deny, dude, this is one of the most enjoyable, easy to do hobbies, I feel like let's compare it to like RC cars, dude. That's so much maintenance and upkeep and hassle and going
Yeah,
to the store. Like, dude, this is just so easy to come out in your backyard and do, or in your house, or go to the park. You
absolutely.
don't fun with other people, but you don't have to have other people. You know?
Yeah, I always compare this to fishing because fishing was my other big passion. But especially if you want to do boat fishing, it's so much hassle to get all your gear loaded up and drive the boat to the lake and back it in and blah blah blah, and then you got to take it all out whenever you're done. It's so much you need like a 4 hour block at least. Where
Yeah, and I'm the type of person like when I get off work and I get a vacation, I don't want to feel like I'm working. Like I don't want to go get back to work exhausted. I want to
exactly,
get to work like rested, satisfied, vacation. And dude, loading up on those trips is a lot of work.
and after a while it starts to feel not worth it. Where with this, if you only have 20 minutes, you can go back and shoot 30 shots or whatever, and you're good.
And definitely YouTube makes it more fun doing things like this, making videos, challenging yourself with little trick shots. I feel
Yeah,
like YouTube definitely, for me anyway, makes shooting slingshots more fun. Just because I have no one to shoot with. Like Carlo, dude, they got it going on up there with their little Four Horsemen brewery meetup they do. That's so awesome. And the
yeah,
shoot with RBA, all them guys meeting up, dude, that's super cool.
yeah. Super jealous. I mean, like
Yeah, dude.
I I got Northeast Slingshot. He's nearby, but he's like a little over an hour, and then we're both kind of busy or whatever, and it's not just stop over real quick.
Yeah, that's still a lot of work.
Yeah,
An hour there, an hour back. That's 2 hours round trip. And I know some people can do that like nothing, but
yeah.
to
But
me,
that
that's
that
far.
that means you both have to have at least a 3 hour block of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's nothing you can be real spontaneous about. Dude, I'm killing it with this. I'll tell you what, for it being a different fork with, I feel like I am shooting better than I normally do when I'm live. That's for sure. But then again, I don't really care either right now. If we were doing a challenge, I probably wouldn't be able to hit nothing.
Yeah, I feel like I've been
Miss
thinking.
that. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like doing the lives, like, it not only kind of helps with your nerves or whatever, but I've been thinking about the knockdown a lot, and like the idea that you need to step up to the line and hit your first shot or as many shots as you can right away without like dialing in and getting in the zone. You know what I mean? So like turning to the camera and then turning over and repositioning my feet and getting it right first try is kind of like good practice.
Yeah, yeah. No, seriously, the lives help. The lives help. But there was like I said, I think the whole newness of how that went added a pressure that people couldn't do nothing about. Like it was brand new to everybody.
Yeah.
There's a lot going through people's heads. It was nothing they were could get comfortable on.
Right. Right. But next year will be a different story. Every year will be a different story.
Yeah, you might do better at one next year and worse at something else.
Yeah. Oh, Michael says, tell us the story, Andy. I think he might be talking about how I met Terry Sue.
Oh, he's still all right. Tell us.
All right. So, I was in my 20s and I was renting a basement apartment. Like this guy had this great big house, and he rented out the basement to me. And we became friends because we were roughly the same age. So we got to know each other real good. And then he gets a girlfriend who moves in with him, and he has a big attic, like an apartment up in the attic. So he rents that to his girlfriend's mother. Okay. And then so like once in a while they would invite me upstairs to like have dinner with them, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'm single, I'm alone, like have dinner with you guys and hang. And then the girlfriend's mother like said, boy, this Andy's a pretty nice guy, he's pretty, he's very whatever, I don't know. She liked me, and she said, I have a friend who's around your same age and you two ought to meet each other, maybe you'll get along or whatever. So I said, yeah, why not? And so we went out on one date, and it was kind of like, I think we were both kind of nervous or something like that, or it wasn't the right time in our lives or something like that, you know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
she was just about to move to Brazil to teach English in Brazil. She lived there for like 4 months.
Oh, crazy.
So she comes back. She comes back to Maine, and she buys a motorcycle. I happen to buy a motorcycle the same summer. She puts a picture on Facebook. This is my bike. And I'm like, hey, nice bike. We ought to go for a ride sometime. And to my surprise, she's like, how about right now? I'm free right now. And I'm like, okay, let's go. So
Put
we
on
go.
the. Oh,
So we go for a motorcycle ride, and now we're both thinking like we already tried the dating thing. There's no pressure. We're just two riding buddies hanging out or whatever. And then we started going on a few rides together, and then one day it was like raining when we planned to go for a ride, so we're like, well, do you still want to just go shoot some pool or get something to eat? I'm like, yeah, why not? And kind of like one thing led to another, we started dating, and the rest is history. I guess. But
that's a great. That's an awesome story, dude.
thanks. I really think it was the lack of pressure and nervousness that allowed us to open up and just kind of act like we always act, instead of this interview style date where you're like, well, these are my hobbies, and I'm cool because this and this or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just like wasn't trying to make her be attracted to me. You know what I mean? I don't think she was trying either. We were just having,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
how.
That's cool, dude. Yeah, it's a lot easier to connect when you're comfortable, you know.
Yeah, totally. Thanks, Huggy. I wooed her, yeah. I don't know. I think like I can be more whatever, funny or charming if I'm not like trying to impress somebody and I'm just relaxed and having fun. Like usually, like
Yeah.
if I'm on a date, I went back then. If I was on a date with a girl, I'd be like, "Oh, I hope she likes me. I better do everything right. I'm all nervous and whatnot," you know.
Yeah, dude, I hear you.
So that's what happened.
I feel like I had that issue in high school, you know, like wanting to make sure everything's perfect and not fuck up. Like you go to laugh and like a booger comes out your nose right when you laugh. It's like, oh no,
Uh, you're
my reputation.
You're so worried that there's some food stuck in your teeth that you go to the bathroom and look in the mirror every 5 minutes.
Dude, I remember one time, I swear, I was around. It was this one class where I had these couple girls that I sat next to that I had a crush on, and dude, I was just holding in a fart the whole time, and like I don't know, we were joking, and I went to laugh, and I farted and laughed at the exact same time, and I got so worried, dude. I just looked at him like, "Did you hear it?" Oh,
You're
and I
gonna
pretty
smell.
sure because they started laughing extra harder. So I'm sure they heard it.
Oh
That was embarrassing, dude. I'll never forget. That was freshman year. Little
man.
14-year-old me laughing and farting at the same time. At the worst time ever.
That's called larding.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, but
Hold back fart
I,
head.
I think when you meet the right person, they're the type of person who will accept you as a human being who farts and snot in their nose sometimes and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that doesn't happen when you're in high school.
No.
You fart, you're like, oh, he's the fart guy. He's the fart guy.
Yeah, you have to
Look at
move
his face
with.
without thinking about fart.
Hilarious. Yep. I don't know. And I was gonna say one more thing that like I feel like I've been finding more and more the more I think about it, like whenever I'm not focused on the outcome of anything, that's when I do the best at that thing or whatever, kind of like the tournament, you know what I mean? Like, and with Terry Sue, I wasn't worried about the outcome of the date. At the tournament, I wasn't worried about the outcome of the tournament, just relax and having fun. That's whenever the best happen, I think.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Now I can't hit nothing. I'm out of the zone.
Yeah, that happens. Thinking too much about larding.
I know I'm all embarrassed about my fart story still. It was bringing back flashbacks.
Well, you know who's not embarrassed is Double D Slings, where he's at.
Oh, double D's. Yeah.
He
Dude,
lets.
you ever like sit there and think about sometimes looking back, like you're just like, and you just cringe. You're like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I have a lot of those times. I feel like
Yep. Yeah. You just have to accept yourself as you are.
just accept myself as being the guy that ruins so many chances with fart. Like that scene on Step Brothers when he loses the interview because his fart. That was like the story of my life.
You need to, you need to invest in some gas X or something like that.
Dude, come on. You're not supposed to get in on the fun. You're not supposed to make fun of me even worse.
I'm trying to help you, brother. I'm trying to help
I
you.
don't have that problem anymore, okay?
Okay. All right. Good. Good.
I have sphincter control.
Unbelievably strong control over sphincter.
Yeah, I can make the same fart sound either 2 seconds long or 5 seconds long, whichever. The same one,
I am the fart.
same amount, same amount of fart. I can do different tones too.
Well, you know, the 4th of July is coming up. Could you fart the Star Spangled Banner for us? You think?
No, no, no. I don't have that many farts. I'm just saying, like usually when one comes on, I can space it out. I'm just kidding.
That is a wonderful skill to have, Mikey.
Dude, I remember I used to stay the night at my buddy's house, and his dad would come in the morning and just fart for like 25 seconds, dude. And it was just crazy. We would start out laughing, and then we would kind of be like, dang. And then after a while, we're just sitting there scratching our heads, like, dude, how is it still going? Is that what happens when you get old? Damn.
They just fall out when you get older.
Then he would like look at us and be like, and walk out of the room or something, you know? Good morning to you, too. Wait till you're 50. Dude, I'm not looking forward to that.
I just hit 43, and I noticed the minute I hit 40, I started like making funny noises when I get up off the couch or when I sit down or anything. I'm like, get off the couch.
You're like grunting when you tie your shoes and stuff.
I'm sweating in a resting position.
You brush your teeth and you're like, man, that wore me out. Ah, I sharp myself almost daily. Whoa, that is a lot of times, Michael.
Wow. Might want to look into those depends. I don't know.
Remember my dad, there was a couple times where he'd come walking out fresh in the morning and he'd lift his leg and fart, and then he would just U-turn and go right back into his room. You knew he shit his pants.
Yeah.
Couldn't even say anything, just U-turn. Whoop.
Yeah. He started power walking while clenching his teeth.
Yeah, walking so it doesn't spread everywhere. Keep the spreading to a minimum.
You know, I'm so glad we did this on my channel, Mikey. Thank you for bringing some class to slinging clay.
Me too. I'm glad it's not on mine. Mine is ruined enough.
My parents are probably watching this. Hi, Mom and Dad. Happy Father's Day, Dad.
Dude, they're not going to like me. I'm definitely not going to be allowed over. I'm not normally like this. Andy brings it out of me.
Mom and Dad, Mikey is an awesome, wonderful guy. He's just a little rough around the edges, but once you get to know him, he's a great guy.
I totally have manners if I were to come over. Yeah, my reputation's dropping quick. My popularity's dropping like flies.
Well, there's only one way to go, and that's up now.
I don't know, man. I have a feeling I'm gonna sink a little further first.
haven't haven't quite reached rock bottom, huh? Okay.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yep.
Probably lost a good few subs since we've been live on your channel.
They're dropping like flies.
Dropping like flies, dude. Quick, going down in flames. And it burns, burns, burns.
Pretty soon you won't even be able to go live anymore. You'll have less than 50 subs.
Yeah. And then, dude, Benji will really make fun of me then. And it burns, burns, burns.
And the flames burneth higher.
That was the worst shot ever. It was a 6-inch flyer. Dude, it was. It was bad.
Oh, we got to do a parody song using slingshot technology.
Yeah, I know. Huh? Funny.
That'd be awesome. Like a Weird Al Yankovic song, only it's about slingshots. Do a parody.
Dude, I wish I was super good at editing like that because I've already thought of a couple parodies, but it's a lot of work to do it. It's a lot of work to do it right, but I've thought about that.
Right.
A
Mike,
couple Scott Tony music videos.
that would be so awesome.
That'd be crazy, huh?
But it would take you forever to edit that. I know, but
It would be hard to time the music and the sound and everything right. But it can be done. I could do it. It would take me a while, but I could do it. And that's the only thing stopping me is like, I'll have this great idea. I'll be laughing my butt off thinking about it. But then when I go to do it, I'm like, dude, this is going to take me like maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of work.
I know, I'm the same way. I have lots of ideas, but just not enough time or will to do it.
Yeah. And dude, not having a camera guy, like if there was a camera guy, that would make so much things easier. I could do like Slingshot Tony and versus like Mikey videos where we're in the same video and stuff like that. But doing that by yourself, dude, it's tough and it never comes out looking as good, I feel like, but
Yeah, for sure.
it could be done.
Like my uncle, he watches my channel sometimes, and when I was younger, I used to do impersonations of Hans and Franz. You remember Hans and Franz from Saturday
Yeah.
Night? And they're like, "We are here to pump you up," you know, that those guys. And he's like, you got to do that on your channel. You got to make a video. And I thought about how I could be like, you know, like I have an old iPhone, and I could be like, look at this puny little iPhone over here. Yeah, they should change the name to I am a little girly phone. I could, you know,
You should
but
do it. Are
it
those
takes.
the same guys that are like, we're a couple wild and crazy guys?
No, those are two different guys. That's Martin Short, and what's the other guy's name? But yeah, I know who you're talking about too. Crowd and wild and crazy guys. It's kind of like Borat-ish, you know.
Dude, Borat, we were just talking about that guy. Where I
But,
was.
but I was gonna be something like, "We are here to sling your shot" or something like that.
Swiper, no swiping.
We should do a video where like we're both doing Tony voices, or I'm Tony's cousin, or something like that.
We could do it where we could film the scenes ourselves and send them to each other and just cut them out and sticker them in there. But like I said, the timing, we'd have to make sure the dialogue is right. Like it would take it would take some work, but it can be done for
Yeah,
sure.
it would be a very long project, but it would probably be pretty awesome.
It'd be epic, dude. It'd probably be a video that would get views for a long time, I would think. I would think. You never know though. My Tony videos don't do that well, but
Yeah.
that could be for a lot of other reasons though. That could be for a lot of my own flaws.
It's Mikey they don't like. They love Slingshot Tony, but
Yeah, I get that quite a bit. You pricks.
I am Lothar of the Hill People. You remember Lothar of the Hill People from Saturday Night Live? That was Mike Myers and a
Dude,
bunch.
I don't think that one. You guys are older than me, dude. Especially you, Andy.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
I could swear you were born in the 90s. I
Yeah,
think you were lied to. I think your parents told you were older than you were when you were born.
maybe.
You're like, no wonder I didn't start walking till I was 10. I'm just
Yeah, I couldn't grow a beard until I was 35.
Is that right?
Oh,
Really?
I'm
Dude,
joking.
oh, I was
I'm,
gonna say you about gave me some hope. Like, dude, I got 3 years left then to be able to grow one. No, I definitely can't grow a beard. I got a good mustache, a decent chin patch, but it's just too thin on the sides.
yeah. Oh well. Sometimes sometimes it's kind of a pain in the butt having to shave all the time. That's why I don't do it very much.
Dude, I gotta shave. Like to keep the appearance at its best, I'd probably have to shave every 3 days. But I probably shave every 4 to 5 days, and yeah, even that, people have to shave every day. That would be a pain in the butt.
My
Like 5 o'clock shadow,
Yeah, yeah. My cousin is like he could shave twice a day, literally.
dude, that's crazy.
Canine, canine mange.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you, Dave. It looks like something bad. You know, you see me and you think, man, we need to give that guy some spare change and some food.
Hey, it's an extra source of income. right there.
Oh, terrible.
Terrible with a capital T.
There we go. It's spinning, baby. It's spinning. Shaving was cool at first. Yeah, like the first maybe 4 or 5 times. And then after that, it was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Where's my blades at?
Imagine back in the day when everyone shaved with a straight and you had to sharpen your blade every time before you shaved. Add
Oh,
that on.
yeah, I'll be right back. I think somebody might be at my door.
Okay. Oh no, I'm getting nervous without you, Mikey. Hurry back. Let me read this. Michael. Yeah, I should shave more often. I just yeah. Let me break the silence by cutting a big old fat.
Dang dogs. Dog barking. False alarm.
Oh, thank goodness you're back. I heard I was starting to hear the crickets chirping.
Oh, that's the worst. You can feel it too. You can just feel it. It's just killing you on the inside. Like, oh, I gotta say something.
I don't know if I ever want to do a solo live ever again.
It's a lot easier with 2 people, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at that bird that just landed on my catch box. I don't think you guys can see it. Oh, he's gone. I'm like, that is not a smart bird. No, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't have shot it.
No.
I think it had some red on it. It might have been. I don't know. I'm not a bird whisperer, but
I
it
know.
had
I,
some.
I see pictures of people that like have squirrels crawling around their catch box, and I'm like, boy, and look at the look at the acorns on this one.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. If I had big old like wild squirrels like that, and I lived out kind of in the country, I would. It would be cool to take one and eat now and then. Like I would be really into that. Like Ethan does. That's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be a useful skill to know how to clean a squirrel and cook it right and everything, just in case. You never know. But
Yeah, yeah. No, I definitely don't know. Like we have rabbits here, but I know you're not supposed to take them unless there's a frost, and I don't know. That just sounds a little complicated to me to try to figure out. But
then you got to get rid of the carcass after you're done. If you live in the city or something, you got to take that to the dump or whatever. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. But I I would like to take quail, but it's the same thing. I'm not just not knowledgeable. I don't know if these things have parasites. I don't really don't. I'm sure I could learn it pretty quick on YouTube by looking it up, but
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather my area. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to know how hunting quail is in Texas. You know, I want to know what it's like in Arizona. So is there like precautions I got to take or whatever the deal is?
Yeah. Yep. It's almost one of those things you want to have somebody show you in person.
Yeah, yeah.
Someday maybe we'll go down to Tennessee and Ethan can cook us up some squirrel, show us how it's done.
He can chef us up some squirrel. Bad. That was a terrible shot.
Dig a hole and bury it. Can you even dig a hole in your yard, Mikey?
No, hell no. Get a jackhammer. I'm out of the zone. Where I actually.
Ethan says he got us. I wanted to talk about something I noticed with this frame. Ethan's in here. I noticed that like with with say this frame right here, I really don't have a flip like when I release, like I just kind of keep it steady when I shoot. But
Yeah.
this style of brace grip frame and thin or whatever, I've developed a flip which I still can hit good like that, but it's just interesting to me. I wonder if that's for everybody, like you flip one but you don't flip the other style of grip or whatever.
I know for me personally, brace is way easier to flip just because of the way everything is set up. And sometimes I'll do my best to try to hold it there solid, but
Yeah,
it's hard for me to keep doing that over and over.
right.
I I'm always moving it, and I don't even move it the same every time. I'm not very consistent. I was talking about this in Mark's live the other day. Like I can make some really good shots, dude, but I can't just sit there and do it over and over and over and over. I get flyers, you know what I mean? Like,
No, I'm exactly the same way. When I get in the zone, I can do amazing things, but I fall out of the zone constantly.
yeah,
But
exactly.
I was gonna say, like with this striver here, I can pretty easily hold that rock solid whenever I release the shot. But like it seems like I'm fighting a flip with this style of frame, so I just go with it, and it seems to work. Like having that not like over exaggerated flip, but it just seems to be that. It's probably the brace grip thing.
Yeah, well, I think your wrist is at a different angle.
Right.
When you're holding the pinch compared to like when you're holding the brace. And I think that little bit of like that wrist, you know,
Yeah.
it makes it a lot where if you're, I don't know, I could be wrong, but that's my theory.
No, I think you're right. And Ethan says here, I flip almost all brace grip frames, but not pinch grip frames. So yeah, he concurs with my theory that it seems like a pinch grip is not really much of a flipper, but brace grip does. Oh, you're frozen, Mikey. You're afraid you'll shoot yourself if you flip, Huggy? No, I don't know. I'm not like doing it on purpose. It just kind of it seems to just happen automatically with a brace grip. Yeah, Coin, we're still going, but Mikey's frozen now. I don't know if he'll come back or not. He paused it so he could let one rip, baby. Coin, I saw briefly that you went live with Jordan Smothers in person. I'm going to check that out as soon as I get a minute here. I'd like to watch that. I just didn't have time to watch it yet. That'd be cool. Oh, you flipped a pickle fork a lot more. Oh, I lost Mikey. He's gone altogether. Well, now I feel super nervous and self conscious. I'm all by my lonesome here. I'm probably just going to take a few more shots here. And if anyone asks a question, I'll try to answer it. But I don't know what to come up with to talk about all by myself. No, I can't even shoot. His phone might overheated. It's like 95 degrees where he's at, so his phone probably overheated. There we go. What's in that shed, Michael? Lawnmower, snow blower, stuff like that. Our bikes are in there, which I'm thinking about selling my bike pretty soon, but that's what's in the shed there. Andy is freaking again. Yeah, yeah, man, it's totally different having like a real time conversation with somebody versus like I say something and then there's a 30-second delay before I read some text. But Andy, was that a question? Were you in the zone at ECST? Like, I think I was. Well, I was in the zone pretty good, but it was more like just not being as nervous as I should have been or I thought I would be. I just was like one in an awesome mood because everyone was there. It was such a happy time, and two, like I didn't really have any expectations. I didn't even care. Oh, let me see if I can bring Mikey back in. Ah, there you are.
Dude, my phone overheated. It
That's
was in the shade.
they were asking. I think they're kind of asking like, yeah, Hoggy was asking like, was I in the zone at ECST, and now Michael's saying ice cold nerves. I do not have ice in my veins at all.
You did
As
good.
it was a combination of being in the best mood of my life, and two, like I said earlier, absolutely not caring about the outcome of the scoring. I could not, like, in my heart of hearts, I did not care where I ranked. Like, I'm just gonna go out, have fun, try my best. That's it, and that's why I get nervous. I think,
Yeah. No, dude, you did good.
I mean, but I keep wanting to say, because I don't know why. I just feel the need to say that I know there was many shooters that were either right at my level or way better than me technically with skill level, but I wasn't nervous and they were for whatever
Yeah.
reason, or they weren't practiced up. One of the two.
It's in the moment, man. Every single shot counts, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables that can throw your shot off,
Right.
especially doing, when you got nerves there, being there for the first time, they're doing everything brand new. I think you just happen to be in the perfect zone at the perfect time.
Yep. And like one thing I could look back and say is that when I would miss a few times, like every single time I went up to the knockdowns, I missed at least my first, if not my second shot. But I didn't let that like bring me down or make me, oh no, I'm gonna miss everyone now, or any negative thoughts didn't enter my head. I was just like, yeah, I missed, whatever. I'm gonna try again. If I miss, I'll try again until I run out of ammo, and then I can go sit down and you won't be looking at me anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
But
no, I hear you. I It took me a minute to get comfortable. I missed every shot the first round. Hard on my uh that was pretty hard on my mental game.
yeah,
But then I saw a couple other people miss every one of their shots the first round, and people that I felt were better than me. So then I felt way better. And then after that, I would only hit a couple each time, but still, there was other people I felt that were better than me that were doing worse than me. So I was okay with how it worked out. I was really happy with my score. It was a lot better than last year, but
yeah,
still a lot of room for improvement for sure.
yeah. I I say with all seriousness, I think that like most of us jugs are right around the same skill level. I mean, really close to on any given day. Any one of us can shoot better or worse than the other. But it's you were probably a little more nervous or not in the zone or something, and I happened to be just. I mean, I can't believe it, but I wasn't shaking. I was just like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't really have the shakes. I just couldn't focus. I
Yeah,
couldn't. I felt like I was up there shooting a slingshot for the first time.
yeah,
Like, I don't know if you ever take a few days from shooting and then you go to shoot and it feels so foreign at first. That was
yeah,
kind of, and I know that was from nerves. But yeah, I got up there and I'm like, damn, what am I even supposed to do to be able to hit my target? Like, how far am I supposed to tilt my head? Where am I supposed to anchor? It was just that all went out the window when I got up there. And I like to think I was less nervous than last year, but that can't be true because last year we didn't have the pressure we did, and last year that would have been my second time shooting Spanish knockdown, so I was more comfortable on it. Where this year that was my first time shooting those knockdowns, and then the way they rotated, I know we all could have hit more if we didn't rotate, but I was cool with that. I like how they do stuff like that because it levels the playing field.
yep,
I like things that level the playing field. Like I like the stakes in the woods course because those stakes last year they were a lot tougher. Last year those stakes really took you out of your stance. Like you'd have to kneel on some of them. Um, the stakes were a lot different last year. But anyway, the point being is I like things that level the playing field. Somebody might be the best shooter ever, but only when they're in their perfect stance, or something like that. So I
for sure.
like things like that.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say one more thing about like the knockdowns thing is I made a point of not paying attention to how anyone else was doing because I figured either way, if I saw someone doing better than me, then I thought I would think, uh oh, I have to catch up or something like that. Or if I saw someone doing really way worse than me, I'd be thinking, uh oh, what if that happens to me? Or something, I just didn't want anybody else's score in my head at all. That
Yeah,
that
that's a
helps.
good way to be.
You know, if I get up there and all there is me and the target, I don't, you know what I mean? Like that's it. So
Yeah,
we'll see if I can do it ever again. And I still don't care if I ever do it again. But I hate to like give too much advice on something I've only ever done one time. you know
yeah.
what I mean?
I'm sure no matter what, I'm sure no matter. Let me turn this TV off. I don't want to get you a copyright. I'm sure no matter what happens, you'll always be a top contender one way or another. You
Uh,
know.
that would be cool, but I mean, I think the big thing for me is truly I don't care. Like, I feel like now that I have that one trophy, I don't care if I ever get another one for the rest of my life. Like, I'll just be happy about that one. you know what I mean? So that probably will help me do better not caring. It's the not caring.
Yeah, you already have the one, the
Yeah,
best hit too. So screw it after that.
yeah,
But that
yeah.
might even help you more. So yeah,
I don't. We'll just have to see. I don't know what to expect, but I think trying to predict an outcome or caring about the outcome is not the way to do it. You know what I mean?
it's way better to not care. It's just hard not to. You know, especially when you're shooting with other people, it's hard not to know what kind of where they're at and like, oh shit, I
Yeah,
need to step it up.
yeah, and I don't know. It's just one of those things. I will see how I do next time and all that. But I feel like I had a theory on what would work, and it did work that one time. You know what I mean? Like at first, I told myself not to care, but I didn't know if I believed myself. But then after a while, I truly didn't care anymore. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially once you started doing a little bit well, and you're like, all right, well, shit, I don't have to worry. I know I'm gonna do fine,
Yeah.
fine enough. You know, and that mentality just helped big time.
Right. Right. You know,
Hug,
whenever
Huggy's bringing his SBDs next year. Boiled egg and beer to prepare. He's gonna blow it out, huh? He's gonna be farting in our backstretch. Oh, that's what we were doing, weren't we? Somebody would go to draw, and right before they would release, someone would fart. And when I say somebody, I think it was me. Do you remember that? I think I got Ronald Taylor pretty good.
I don't think I was there. I wasn't right there when that was happening. I wish I would have been. That'd been hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure I got Ronald pretty good. I think I got Michael from Peace and Slingshots pretty good. It was like right before they released. Just the most perfect timing, you know?
Uh,
Like, wait for it, wait for it.
that, that's called fighting dirty and stinky.
Yeah, no, it was after we scored.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that for score. Well, maybe I would. Who knows? Depends what kind of mood we're in.
You'll do it to me next year because you won't care. Already got a trophy. Mess him
We,
up with.
we can't let you win twice.
Well, I think it's about time I took care of some chores around here. The lawn's getting pretty long, especially in certain areas. So
Yeah, and I got a ton of stuff to do too. So, but this was a fun one, man. I
absolutely.
That Apex was awesome. You got anything you want to say?
Um, Anybody who knows me a little bit, if you ever want to do a co-live, just hit me up on Facebook Messenger and we'll plan a time. I love doing these.
All right, sweet man. Sounds good with me. Well, you have a good rest of your day, all you guys. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out, and we'll catch you guys real soon.
Take it easy. If I can figure out how to turn this thing off, though.
You hit the X.
X. Where is it? Okay. Bye, guys.